Can't wait to come back to South Africa. I'm with you for another evening. Rest in peace to Queen Mother Tina Turner. Rest in peace to Baba Jim Brown. Rest in peace to Queen Mother Tina Turner. Rest in peace to Baba Jim Brown. Rest in peace. I need some key lime and ginger. Where my Johannesburg queens at? I need some key lime and ginger. Where my Soweto queens at? I need some key lime and ginger. Where my Zulu queens at? I need some key lime and ginger. Where my Xhosa queens at? I need some key lime and ginger. Where my Khoi queens? Where my Swazi queens? Where my Ndebele queens? I need some key lime, some ginger, some pepper soup. Bring it to me here in Johannesburg. You must take care of your revolutionaries. You must take care of your activists. You must take care of your Pan-Africanists. I am not sick. I am hoarse. I am not sick. I am hoarse from speaking the good gospel of Garveyism and devotion to our Most High God. I am hoarse from preaching the good gospel of Garveyism and devotion to our Most High God. Rest in peace to Queen Mother Tina Turner. Rest in peace to Jim Brown. This is what I want to say, brothers and sisters. This is what I want to say, brothers and sisters. I've been asked to comment on our brother VINICIUS Junior and what happened to him in Spain during a soccer match, I believe it was, where he was called monkey by a Spanish Neanderthal. So a Spanish Neanderthal called our brother VINICIUS Junior a monkey. And the Football Federation decided to reinstate the good brother and allow him to be available for his upcoming football matches, as you call it in Africa and Europe, soccer matches, as we call it in the United States. I'm glad justice was temporarily served to our brother VINICIUS Junior. According to the Soccer Federation, they're going to do an investigation. There's going to be an investigation of the Neanderthal who racially abused our brother during that football match. I'm hoping that that Neanderthal is banned from attending any future football matches anywhere in the world. We as African people have to stop tolerating abuse. We as African people have to stop tolerating racism. We as African people have to stop tolerating mistreatment from other races. We will no longer accept mistreatment from the Chinese. We will not accept mistreatment from the East Indian. We will not accept mistreatment from the European Jew. We will not accept mistreatment from the Dutch or the French or the Belgium, from the Americans or the British, from nobody, from nobody. I'm glad that brother decided to take a stand. I'm glad that brother decided to take a stand. Some of us don't know what a lot of our black athletes go through. Our beautiful black sister, Serena Williams, went through the same thing. She was called all sorts of racially abusive names. All kinds of racial epithets were used on our sister, Serena Williams, who I believe is the greatest athlete of the past century. Nobody has dominated a sport the way Serena Williams has dominated a sport. Not Tom Brady, not LeBron James, not Michael Jordan. Nobody dominated a sport the way Serena Williams dominated a sport. Yes, I understand. She went swimming in the snow, came up with a snow puppy. But that doesn't take away the fact that she's still my sister. I still love her. I still honor her and I salute her. VINICIUS Junior, I'm going to hope and pray to the ancestors that you are not bunny hopping. Can anybody confirm for me whether VINICIUS Junior has a Neanderthal queen? Can anybody confirm for me whether VINICIUS Junior is snow bunny hopping? Does he suffer from the snow bunny disease? I'm still going to defend my brother. I'm still going to stand for my brother. But I hope to God that VINICIUS Junior doesn't have a non-African queen. Vinny Jr., this is the King Kong of consciousness talking to you. This is the #1 Pan-Africanist on the planet talking to you. I hope your queen is not an alien. I hope your queen is not a snow bunny. It is black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Please tell me VINICIUS Jr. has not been snow bunnied. Please tell me VINICIUS Jr. has not been snow bunnied. Please tell me VINICIUS Jr. has not been snow bunnied. I understand Tina Turner had been snow puppied. I understand that our great ancestor and entertainer, Tina Turner, has been snow puppied, but she's still a black woman. She's still an elder. She's still an ancestor, and I still honor her. I need y'all to understand something about Dr. Umar's Pan-Africanism. I need my TikTok Africans and my Instagram Africans to understand something. I need my TikTok Africans and my Instagram Africans to understand something. I need my TikTok Africans and my Instagram Africans to understand something. I may disagree with certain choices of my African brothers and sisters around the world. I might take issue with certain decisions that different Africans make around the world, but I am not fanatical. I am not so married to my political ideology that I cannot overlook the political weakness of my people and still love them even though they make a mistake. If I catch a black woman with a white man, it's disgusting. It's unacceptable. It's intolerable, but she is still my sister. I will still respect her. I will still defend her. If I see a black man with a snow bunny or a brown bunny or a yellow bunny or a red bunny, it's not acceptable. He broke the code. It's a political mistake, but he is still my brother. I will still respect him. I will still honor him. I will still defend him. Make no mistake, I do not teach hate for any African, but at the same time, I am unapologetic in my positions, whatever they may be, on whatever subject is up for discussion. I want to be clear. The Pan-Africanist movement is not a movement of hate, but it is a movement of principle, and it is a movement of consistency, and it is a movement of conviction. If you want to believe love is blind, go ahead and believe that. After 500 years of white domination, I will no longer entertain that conversation with an African. If you still believe love is blind after 500 years of slavery, after colonization, after neo-colonization, after apartheid, after Willie Lynch, after Jim Crow, after police brutality, miseducation, mass incarceration, economic devastation, if you still want to believe love is blind, you go right ahead. I understand that some Africans are impervious to the truth. I understand that some Africans are impervious to the truth. Now I want to talk about Jerry Springer for a minute. Now I want to talk about Jerry Springer. First of all, he is now deceased, and I would utter no disrespect over his memory, as I am not aware of him having done anything systemically to work against the best interests of African people, except misrepresent us on television for decades in the worst life, projecting us as hood rats and gangsters and bums and sexually uncontrolled individuals. So Jerry Springer did contribute to the destruction of the public image of black men and women. However, he could not have done it without our participation. Jerry Springer could not have done it without our participation. So allegedly, Jerry Springer did a video, a 7-minute video, to his white children and to the black children that he never publicly acknowledged. According to the video, Jerry Springer cheated on his snow bunny. He cheated on his snow bunny wife, and he went and had intercourse with one of our African queens. That African queen bore Jerry Springer 2 beautiful African children. Jerry Springer never claimed them. According to his video, Jerry Springer claims that his snow bunny forbade him from ever having any contact with his African children. According to the Jerry Springer video, he said the video can't be fake because it came out of his own mouth. The video can't be fake because it is Jerry Springer talking out of his own mouth. Now, if someone was able to doctor that video, I would like to know who was able to make the words come out of his mouth verbatim. I'm pretty sure. And now I have people saying it's not real. Can somebody tell me whether the Jerry Springer video was real or not? Somebody on Instagram is saying that it wasn't real. Can we confirm? Because I don't want to give a political analysis if it wasn't real. Can we confirm? Was that a real video or not? Somebody says it was a skit for a movie. Is that true? Somebody else is saying it's real. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to postpone my analysis. You know what? I'm not going to postpone my analysis. We're just going to deal with it as if it were allegedly true. We're going to deal with it as if allegedly. We're using the word allegedly because I don't want to misspeak on Jerry Springer's legacy. So let's just say hypothetically. Hypothetically, some white man, and this happens all the time. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. Let's just say some white man cheated on his white wife and had 2 black babies with a black woman, 2 children he never claimed and never admitted to. Let's just say that's the truth. I would say, and then he decides to leave his entire estate to the black children that he never claimed. My reaction to that, the Breakfast Club said it's not real. It was a skit. Okay. But let me say this anyway. Let me continue with my analysis. I would say I would question the genuineness of a white man leaving his estate to 2 black children that he never claimed. My question for Jerry Springer or any other white man, my question for Jerry Springer or any other white man would have been, are you leaving this money to these black children who you never claimed because you love them? Or are you leaving this money to them out of spite and or paternal guilt? Are you leaving your estate to your black children who you never claimed or owned? Are you leaving them your estate to spite your white children, to spite your white wife? Or are you doing it out of paternal guilt? The point that I'm just making, and I'm not going to go much deeper into this because the video may not have been true, but that situation is very true. Strom Thurmond, U.S. Senator Strom Thurmond, one of the most notorious racists in American history. U.S. Senator Strom Thurmond, one of the most notorious racists in American history. He fathered a black daughter that he never claimed. And we didn't learn about the black daughter until after he died. So we know about this. We know about this. White men do it all the time. There's all kind of rich white men out there with black babies. Let's stop acting like we don't know this happens on a regular basis. Let's stop acting like we don't know this happens on a regular basis. All I'm saying, if you would let your white wife stop you from having a relationship with your black children, you are disgusting and beneath contempt. Same thing with a black man. Same thing with a black man. A black man ain't got no business making babies outside the community. But if he does, if he makes a baby with a white woman or a yellow woman or a brown woman or a red woman, you need to own that child and raise your child, because that child didn't ask to be here. That child is innocent. I don't care what color the man is. Any man who disowns his children because his wife doesn't want to accept the fact he cheated on her and had a baby with another woman, you are beneath contempt. If I had a baby outside of my marriage and my wife told me that I could not associate with that child, I would tell my wife goodbye and have a nice day. I apologize for sleeping on you. I apologize for adultery. I apologize for cheating, but I am not going to disown my child. This marriage will end before I disown my child. So any man out there, I don't care what color you are, if you got children that you will not claim because your wife does not respect their life, then you are not a man. No woman should ever be able to make you disown your children. That go for black men, that go for white men, that go for all men. Johannesburg, where is my pepper soup? Johannesburg, where's my tea and lemon? My Soweto queens, I need some soup. My Johannesburg queens, my Xhosa queens, my Zulu queens. Somebody sent me a video today. Somebody sent me a video today. Somebody sent me a video today. It appears another black man was shot down in the streets of America. It appears another black man was shot down in the streets of America. It appears another black man was shot down in the streets of America. Is that true, brothers and sisters? Do we know the brother's name? Do we know the city? Do we know the brother's name? Do we know the city? Someone also told me that a brother was lynched. Somebody told me they found a brother lynched in Mississippi, somewhere in Mississippi. Another brother was lynched. When I come back from Africa, it's time to get organized. I'm not playing no more. When I come back from Africa, it is time to get organized. I'm not playing no more. I got my Xhosa ancestors with me. I got my Xhosa ancestors with me. I got my Xhosa ancestors with me. I got my Zulu ancestors with me. I got my Zulu ancestors with me. I got my Zulu ancestors with me. I got my Ndebele ancestors with me. I got my Ndebele ancestors with me. I got my Ndebele ancestors with me. I got my Swazi ancestors with me. I got my Swazi ancestors with me. I got my Swazi. I'm coming back with Robert Sobukwe. I'm coming back to America with Steve Biko. I'm coming back with King Setchwayo. I'm coming back with Shaka Kasensa Gona Zulu. I'm coming back with Winnie Mandela. I'm coming back with Nelson Mandela. I'm coming back with Chris Hani. I'm coming back with all the veterans of the war against apartheid. I'm coming back with Nkonktu Wisizwe, the spear of the nation, all the ancestors who fought to liberate South Africa. It's time to do the work, Black America. Brothers and sisters, I'm about to hop off the live right now. If you need to reach me, +1 215 989 9858. If you need to reach me, +1 215 989 9858. International Africans, you can reach me on WhatsApp. International Africans, you can reach me on WhatsApp. American Africans, you can text me direct or WhatsApp. American Africans, you can text me direct or WhatsApp. Addis Ababa, I hope everything works out tomorrow and I will be on the airplane headed to the oldest civilization on earth, where God put man, East Africa, the kingdom of East, out because I'm looking forward to my Sudanese family my Eritrean family, my Somali family, my Tanzanian family, my Kenyan family. I need to get to Ethiopia. I need to get to Ethiopia, brothers and sisters. So say a prayer for me, please. I want all my Ifatunde Africans. I want all my Germaniac queens. Say a prayer for me. But I'm going to pray to the ancestors. And I'm going to ask the ancestors, is it meant for me to go to Addis Ababa? I believe it is. I believe I'm supposed to be in Addis Ababa. But I'm going to ask the ancestors to reveal my destiny and let me know if me missing the flight tonight. Let me know, ancestors, if me missing the flight tonight was a sign that I'm not supposed to head to East Africa. I don't know. So I'm going to pray on it, and I'm going to ask the ancestors to reveal my path. Do I go to Addis? I want to go to Addis. I want to be with my Ethiopian family on African Liberation Day, where the African Union headquarters was built. I want to be there with my Somali and Eritrean and Ethiopian and Sudanese family, but I have to leave it up to the Most High God. I have to leave it up to the Most High God. I have to leave it up to the Most High God. Do I head to the land before time, or do I head to Philadelphia? Am I to return to my American Africans this weekend and go to an African Liberation Day celebration in America? Am I to get on the plane tomorrow and head straight to Philadelphia and go to African Liberation Day in Baltimore, or African Liberation Day in DC, or African Liberation Day in New York, or African Liberation Day in Philly? Or am I to continue to head to the most sacred holy land in the world, the kingdom of Ethiopia? Brothers and sisters, I need to get something for my throat. Johannesburg, if there's anything conscious going on tonight, it's after midnight, so I doubt it. It's after midnight, so I doubt it. It's after midnight, so I doubt it. Okay? So I'm going to order me some tea from room service or something, and I'm going to rest up my voice. But if anybody needs to message me, you got a question, a comment, I don't care if you're an Ethiopian African or Jamaican African. I don't care if you're a Texas African or a Nigerian African. I don't care if you're a Brazilian African or a London African. I don't care if you're a Paris African or a Bahamian African. I don't care if you're an Australian African or a Chicago African. I don't care if you're a New York City African or a Lesotho African. If you want to reach your brother, I am always available to communicate with you. Add me on WhatsApp, +1 215 989 9858. +1 215 989 9858. If you need to email me, drumarjohnson@yahoo. drumarjohnson@yahoo. But I no longer use Johnson, I use Ifatunde. I don't want to see Johnson on any flyers. It's Ifatunde. I don't want to see Johnson on any posts. It's Ifatunde. And for my Guadeloupe Africans, for my Caribbean Africans, I will be in Guadeloupe on June 3rd for their African Liberation Day. For my Caribbean Africans, I will be in Guadeloupe on June 3rd for their African Liberation Day. For my Caribbean Africans, I will be in Guadeloupe for their African Liberation Day on June 3rd. Huntsville, Alabama, June 11th. Boston, Massachusetts, June 5th. Philadelphia, June 7th. Washington, D.C., June the 14th. Amsterdam and Rotterdam, September 1st and 2nd. Brussels, Belgium, September the 4th. Nigeria, October. St. Croix, August the 25th. St. Thomas, July. St. Lucia, July. If you need a list of the upcoming speaking events, text me for it. You know the number, 215-989-9858. Pray for my safe arrival in Addis Ababa. Pray for my safe return back to the United States. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal, FDMG Academy. Rest in paradise, Jim Brown. Rest in paradise, Tina Turner. This is your brother King Kong Consciousness signing out. One love.